Another What I Ate in a Day. This time it's fall meals for maximum weight loss, so stick around. Hi, Debbie Chu here from Chu on Vegan, and welcome back to my kitchen. If you're new here, I'm a plant-based RN and I follow a whole food plant-based no oil way of eating. On my channel, you're going to find quick and easy whole food plant-based recipes. So if that sounds good to you, please subscribe and don't forget to hit that notification bell so you're notified every time I upload a video, which is every week. You can also follow me on Instagram and check out all the resources below in the description box for everything that I offer. So today I'm going to be showing you 3 recipes that I'm eating today, and they're all fall inspired. And the great thing about these recipes is they're great for maximum weight loss. They're all going to be around 500 calories. They're going to be filling and satisfying and comfort food and all the kind of foods you want in the cooler weather. I've done a couple of videos focusing on calories just to try to teach you the importance of having a basic knowledge of calories. And that way you can build your plate accordingly to the low calorie density foods. So these recipes are in the same vein. They're going to be around 500 calories, some less, some slightly more, but all around that calorie count. And of course they're going to be simple and easy, everyday items that you have in your house, most likely. And the first thing I'm going to make are apple pancakes. Now I got some apples from a friend and they were right from the tree. And so they're super fresh and delicious, and I've got a great apple pancake recipe. And then I'll be making a yellow split pea soup. I really like the taste of the yellow split peas more than the green split peas. It's more of a milder taste, and I just love the color. It looks like a bowl of sunshine. And then lastly, I'll be making a yummy butternut squash mac and cheese. It's gonna have a ton of veggies in it, and I think you're gonna really like it. So let's get started. So before I get my pancakes going, I want to get my soup started because I'm going to eat that maybe for lunch or dinner, but I wouldn't want to have it ready if I do want to eat it for lunch. So I've just got a little bit of water in my pot here, and then I'm just going to add my carrots and my onions. And then we're going to just let this cook for about 5-6 minutes till these veggies are softened, and then we'll add the rest of the ingredients. All right, these are looking good. Let's add in almost all of the ingredients. I'm going to add in 1 chopped potato, and it's just a small potato. I've got 1 1/3 cups of my yellow split peas. I'm going to add 6 cups of veggie broth. Now we're going to bring this to a boil and we're going to let it simmer for about 35-40 minutes. So I'm just going to have this on the back burner, and then we're going to go ahead and start our pancakes. Alright, so for these apple pancakes, I'm going to make kind of an applesauce. A 1/2 cup of it is going to go into the batter. The other half, or the other portion of it, will be to top the pancakes. So I've just got a 1/2 cup of water in there. And then I'm adding 2 1/2 cups of chopped peeled apples, whatever kind you would like. Then I'm going to add in a 1/4 teaspoon of cinnamon and about a 1/2 tablespoon of maple syrup, just to bring out the natural sweetness in the apples. You don't want it too sweet, then it's just too much. So a 1/2 tablespoon is about right. So we're just going to let these cook down on medium heat. And then we'll just kind of mash them up a little bit when they get soft. Okay, I just mashed it up with a potato masher, and you can see this is the consistency you want. You're going to have some chunks in there, and that's great. All right, we're going to make our batter. For the batter, we're going to add the dry ingredients first. I've got a 1.5 cups of oat flour, which I just ground myself. You just put whole oats in a blender or a bullet, and like under 30 seconds you've got oat flour. And you can control the coarseness of the grind, which is what I like. And also this way I know I'm getting gluten-free. And then I'm going to add in some baking powder, some cinnamon, some vanilla powder, and some ground flaxseed. So we'll just whisk this around. Now you could do this all in your blender, but sometimes I like a more rustic kind of style pancake. And this is one of those times. Then I've got some water. Start with a cup, and sometimes that's good enough. I'm gonna add a little more because it will get thick as it sits. So I'm going to say about 1.5 cups. Then we'll add in our apple mixture. This is going to be really nice with the chunks of apple in your batter. All right, we're going to go over to the griddle and get these going. So I've got my pancake batter here on my preheated griddle, and I just used a 1/2 cup measuring cup. And once the edges start getting dry and we get little bubbles starting to form there, then we'll be ready to flip. And we should get about 8-ish pancakes out of this recipe, which is to me 2 servings. So I'm going to put on about 1/2 tablespoon of maple syrup. You don't really need a lot because we're going to be adding this yummy apple sauce to it. Look at that. So yummy. All right, so soup is done mostly. I'm going to take about 1, maybe 2 cups of this soup and blend it up and then put it back in. And I don't want the whole thing pureed. If you would like a completely smooth soup, then go ahead and do that. But I like to have some texture, little chunks in there. So I'm gonna take out about, like I said, 1 to 2 cups and blend it up and then pour it back in. And I forgot to mention that I added some water to this because this soup will get so thick, especially after it's refrigerated. So I just added a little bit of water to that. Then of course I'm going to add my 1 cup of spinach. There's a little kale in here too that I had to finish up. And then we're just going to let this sit for about 5 minutes and then we'll serve it up. All right, we're starting with our butternut mac and cheese. First, we're going to make our sauce. I've got some pasta cooking already, just to package directions. I've got a little water in this pan, and then I'm just going to add 1/2 onion and some garlic. Now, the same friend that brought me the apples brought me this elephant garlic. So you don't necessarily have to use elephant garlic. You can use whatever kind of garlic you would like. So this will just saute for 5 minutes or so till the onions get soft. I put the onion and garlic into my Vitamix. Now we're going to add some nutritional yeast, thyme, and salt. I've got just under 2 cups of squash, butternut squash, and I just used frozen and steamed it. Worked great. Then I have about 2.5 cups of steamed cauliflower. And then I'm going to put a couple cups of soy milk, or any plant milk will do. All right, I'm going to blend this all up. Okay, I've added the cheese sauce back to the pot and the 1.5 cups of pasta. And then I'm adding a whole pound of broccoli. And I'm just letting this all heat up together. So you're still getting your pasta and you're getting a ton of veggies. And the cheese sauce is made with veggies. So it's a great way to get your veggies in, dilute those calories. All right, we're gonna let this heat up for a minute and then we'll give it a taste. All right, finished product. Here is dinner. And what I love about this recipe is, one, it's so easy. Oh, and by the way, this was inspired by a forks over knife recipe. I tweaked it a little bit, as I do most recipes I find. So let's give it a taste. And what I was going to say is, one of the other things I like about this is that you get your 50-50 plate all in one plate. So it's very simple. So that's it for today. And I did have some hummus today with some veggies as a snack. Didn't show you that because it's pretty basic. And if you like this video, if you learned something, please give it a like and share it with your friends. And if you've made it this far in the video, please comment below with fall meals, and that way I know you made it to the end with me, and I really appreciate it. Be sure to check out all the resources in the description box below for everything I offer, and also links to some of my favorite products. And if you're new to this way of eating, I really hope that my videos are helping you. And if you ever have any questions, you can send me an email or a DM, and all that information is in the description box. Remember that all my recipes are good for you, they're good for the animals, and they're good for the planet, and what you put on your plate determines your fate and your weight. Until next time, thank you. You can also follow me on Instagram and check out all the resources. Come on. And I hope that you are, and if you're new to this way of eating, I hope and if you're new to this, oh my God.